parts of any air show. One of my favorite parts of any air show, of course, is the history that we share and enjoy as Americans. And one of the most legendary medium bombers of all time getting ready to take to the skies, the B-25 Billy Mitchell on the takeoff roll. The B-25 was the last aircraft ever named after an individual. It was named after General Billy Mitchell, the general that many, many years before World War II actually, believe it or not, drew up an attack on Pearl Harbor that the Japanese would later follow. He knew that air power would become a very pivotal role in any war. He was seeing things that many generals and admirals couldn't see at the time. He knew the aircraft would make a difference. And of course, World War II proved him absolutely correct. As a matter of fact, when Germany invaded Poland in September of 1939, it was the aircraft that went in and pounded the Polish forces into submission, making it much easier for ground troops to march in. Ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready as history lives again as the B-25 approaches from your right. The B-25, Billy Mitchell, an aircraft that was used in every theater of operation during World War II. The B-25 built by North American Aviation. Imagine, this is a medium land-based bomber. Of course, most of us remember December 7th, 1941, when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. That raid inspired another raid of daring and courage that many never thought could happen or take place. A major by the name of Lieutenant Colonel, a major by the name of Jimmy Doolittle actually proposed taking 16 of these land-based bombers on an aircraft carrier and striking Japan. That happened in April of 1942. We're talking only 6 months after Pearl Harbor. All of a sudden, 16 land-based bombers take off from the USS Hornet and strike the mainland of Japan for the first time in World War II. Knew that they would only be going on a one-way mission because these aircraft did not return to the carrier and land. A Japanese boat spotted the convoy well ahead of where they wanted to launch from, but the mission decided to go ahead. And these brave men took off on these land-based bombers on a one-way trip. Of course, the damage they inflicted on the enemy was minimal, but what they did psychologically boosted the morale of Americans who had heard nothing but bad news in the South Pacific and Europe month after month. All of a sudden, we had bombed Japan. B-25s went on to serve again in every theater of operation, from the Aleutians to the South Pacific, China-Burma-India Theater, North Africa, Europe. B-25s were there every step of the way. Another great photo pass coming in from your right this time. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary B-25 Mitchell. There's aircraft like these, ladies and gentlemen, that our fathers and grandfathers flew into combat to win the greatest conflict the world has ever known, World War II. And the B-25 was there every step of the way. The B-25, of course, designed originally as a medium bomber, was equipped with machine guns, bombs. As a matter of fact, one configuration of the B-25 carried the largest gun ever carried into combat at that time. Believe it or not, it was a 75mm cannon mounted in the nose of the aircraft. It had to be fired one shell at a time, and pilots literally declared that every time that cannon went off, the plane literally stopped flying. B-25s were fitted with 50 caliber machine guns in the nose of the aircraft, One of the later versions, the B-25J solid nose, had 8 50 caliber machine guns in the nose. It had 4 cheek guns, that's guns on each side of the fuselage, so we've gone to 12 50 calibers, and then the top turret could turn around and deliver another 2 more. 14 50 caliber machine guns could be pointed in one direction, and the firepower absolutely devastating. Get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen, for a photo pass, this time from your left, as history in the skies over New Jersey. From your left, the B-25 Mitchell. The history of these aircraft represent, ladies and gentlemen, is a time frame in our history that one we should all be very proud of, and one that we should never, ever forget. The sacrifices that were made by our fathers and grandfathers so that we could enjoy a beautiful afternoon here in New Jersey under a free sky, and I guarantee you folks, it's something we should be thankful every night for. The conflict that these aircraft participated in, of course, we had no understanding of the outcome. We didn't know if we were going to win or lose. We were fighting a two-battle front. But, of course, the determination of the men and women of the greatest generation led us to the ultimate victory in World War II. One of the other aircraft participating in that conflict, of course, a beautiful example of the Corsair, the Marine fighter, and later on joined the Navy in January of 1945. Let you know the aircraft are on static display. If you'd like to look at the C-17, the only one that's available to look on the inside, open for tours, is on the far north end of the ramp area. That's way up here behind us here on the speaker's platform. So if you want to take a look at the inside of a C-17, the only one available for tours right now, again, is on the far north end of the ramp area. Ladies and gentlemen, the L-39 on the pass from your right to left. The L-39 is a two-seat advanced trainer and light strike aircraft. Country of origin is the Czech Republic. Get your cameras ready once again as the L-39 approaches from your left. Design work on the Albatross under the leadership of the Czech Republic began in 1966. Just 3 years after the aircraft was designed to replace the Delphine in their production. The first flight of the prototype took place on the 4th of November, 1968. 2 other initial prototypes were built. After production design was made in 1972, the L-39 was adopted for widespread use by Warsaw Pact countries, including the Soviet Union and the USSR client states. Other countries that have flown the L-39 include Afghanistan, Algeria, Bulgaria, Congo, Cuba, the Czech Republic, Egypt, Ethiopia, Hungary, Iraq, Libya, Nicaragua, North Korea, Russia, Slovakia, Syria, Thailand, Uganda, and Yemen. Nice photo pass on the L-39. All right, if you didn't get a photo, here's your last chance with the L-39 coming in from your left. Nice photo pass from left to right. B-25 taxiing back in. Believe it or not, just a neat little piece of history. Howard Hughes actually flew this B-25 at one time. A beautiful example of the B-25. Witness this weekend the Power of the Pines Airshow. This is the B-25C. This is an early version of the B-25. You'll notice there's no tail turn in this B-25. Early versions did not feature a tail gunner. That was added in later versions of the B-25.